this week's Tap Dancing Tosser Award. Who has showcased their own cretiny this week that we wish to celebrate? So, this week, the award has gone out to, in a crowded field, it must be said. I mean, less a crowded field and more a charmless fucking mosh pit of sociopaths is what it feels like the last week or so. But this week's Tap Dancing Tosser Award, it just narrowly misses Johnny Mercer for the reasons that I've outlined. You know, he should certainly be considered a nominee. It narrowly misses him, and then it ricochets off what looks like a medicinal bottle positioned suspiciously near James Cleverly for what did James Cleverly do again? He did a couple of things this week, didn't he? Really outdid himself. Oh, that's right. So he cracked the Hypnol joke, right? We all know that. But then there was something else. Oh yeah, right. Okay, I remember now. He tried to claim credit for the weather. He tried to claim credit for the British weather. He was like, look, no small boats today. Not one. You go out there, you try and count a small boat. Yeah, there's not one. The plan is working. And everyone's, marveling at him. They're like, like they're pointing out to the sea with the gale force winds and like tidal waves and shit. Look, there's no boats out there. Like, is Cleverly this stupid, do you think? Like, does he really think he could get away with something like that? Like, he thinks people aren't just going to check the weather and conclude that maybe it was too dangerous? Even for the heartless people traffickers? Even they are like, do you know what? It's a bit much out there, isn't it? Like, he doesn't think people can figure that out. Really? It's beyond journalists and activists and opposing political figures. It's beyond their ability to go on weather.co.uk. Really? Okay. Like, here is a guy who understands the concept of fact-checking, because it was his department that created the fake Fact Check UK Twitter account at the the 2019 general election. Do you remember that? That was his team. So he understands the concept of fact-checking and research and analysis, but simultaneously he thinks it's beyond our ability to research just by going on the weather app. It's incredible. Incredible cognitive dissonance. Should win an award. Although not this week. Not even that gets you this award. But yeah, seriously, like Cleverly is so weird and dumbly careerist. Like, there's no boats out there. Yeah, because there's tidal waves. Gale force wind. It's basically a hurricane. Yeah, but there's no boats. So, like, he's the sort of dumbly careerist cretin that you would, like, he's the sort of guy where it would be a heat wave. Like, it'd be a real serious climate change heat wave. You'd be, like, pensioners dying over here because they can't take the heat and it's too hot for kids. They can't leave the house. Trains are a mess. Infrastructure's just collapsing because the steel on the rail is expanding in the heat. And everyone's like, God, when is this heat ever going to let up? And then the nighttime comes. And Cleverly's like, you're welcome. That's the sort of dumbly careerist, opportunistic idiocy that James Cleverly embodies.